Welcome back everyone to Finally Plays the Rune-keeper. And now let's have a talk with Ultra Greyhammer here to see what the trouble is.
Two of my brothers have up and gone missing in the swamp.
Bindstone, will you hear me? You had better, for that is why you're part of this full crusade, is it not? I would not speak ill of the plans of both the Ambrogier, but Broyne has not had the experience of his uncle or his father, has he? Nor that of the Greyhammers, truth be told. Now, two of my brothers have up and gone missing in the swamp, and if the elves of this company know the difference between treacherous ground and solid footing, they had better care not tell us which is which. Find Rosar and Steger Greyhammer somewhere among the fens of the Drownholt, and find them quickly. There are watery terrors in that place, and no self-respecting dwarf would be pleased to be stuck in such a vile marsh with the only help to be had these Lorien elves. If you're a friend of my family, as I'm sure you wish to be, you'll prove with your help and the rest of their kind. Okay, so let's go and head into the Drownholt. Oh, goody. Then we have enough trouble with the Drownholt escorting Mazog, actually. Before I go out, might be a good idea to pick up a quest or two while I'm here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Ooh, do you hear the howling from the trees? We hear them, but we cannot see them when they wish to be scarce. Nay, not even my long-sighted elf friends. The dark rage wolves of the Mirkwood are vicious beasts, and their attacks upon the Maladream are ceaseless. While they are no match for the elves of Lorien, I believe that they are acting on more than instinct. They harry us day and night, and seem more bent on distracting our guards and archers than coming in for an actual kill. Such prey as we are not appealing to these beasts. I am not sure what motivates them, but I would see them hindered. You should venture out into the dour stalks and remove these harrying beasts and these sly beasts. Please bring me as many hides as you can collect, and I will examine them for anything strange. At the very least, the furs will make hearty provisions for my kindred when I return to them. All right?
Mind my words, traveller.
Welcome to our temporary establishment, Pinestone. You may rest here for a short while, but pray do not get too comfortable. There is a task I would wish of you. Several days ago, our host split into two, and half our numbers traveled south to explore the swamplands of the Drownholt. We have not heard from them since, but it is important that we establish some lines of communication with them. I do not think the distance is very far, but it will be a treacherous journey. There is no friendly creature in the Mirkwood round here. Not one. Landriel will receive you when we find her. She travels among the southern host to Istalad Mirno, however you pronounce that.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
And we have split into many factions in order to organize our assault in Dol Guldur. While we feel that this is the best way to plan for our offense, we worry very much during these periods in which we hear nothing from our kindred while they establish their footing. It is not safe to send scouts out until we hear from the advancing party, so we wait. If you are going to Emeth Loom, you will keep an eye out for the host of March thence. Alright, well that will be a little while before we go to Emeth Loom.
Stay a moment.
Alright, actually we'll take care of that one afterwards. That's a...
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Dananglor. No, you don't want to go into Dananglor. Dananglor. Wold rife with spiders.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
You have been sent to aid, and aid as you may, Mayon. There are many tasks ahead of us, and our numbers are fewer than we would wish, especially with the scouts missing in the north. The forest is rife with poison-fanged spiders seeming everywhere one looks. They spout from Dreadmir's lair in the southwest of here. You should defeat as many Mirkwood spiders as you can, Madeline. And are ever a threat to the elves and are our enemies of old. Okay, so that will be what we do. So therefore, kill some wolves, kill some spiders. But I'm going to head directly to the base camp in the Drownholt, where we shall immediately get lost. Okay, there is actually a road up ahead. Now the road's not going to help too much simply because it's not going to be long before my path is going to stray from where the road is. But the road is a perfect place in which to ascend this rather windy hill that we have. There are also bats up here. But the bats aren't too much of a problem. They're not, I think they're less hostile than the ones in some of the other areas of the Mirkwood. Now this is wolf country here that we'll be passing through, so we will take care of a few of these. But our main task is to get to the Drownholt, find those dwarves, then we'll take care of the other tasks. Wow. The rest of the elves debate on which direction we should go. Alright, now, up here, and around. And technically we're in the Drownholt now. The trick is getting down into the area we wish to traverse. Now, we do have some little trouble down here, as we will see in a moment, where we have all sorts. So we have these bog crawlers, which are a little bit more aggressive than they are in some other areas, which is why I'm giving them a wide berth. And we'll also run into some cats along the way. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And tag the stable master, of course. So make sure that we have a way out of here.
Megavonen.
Megavonen! I am glad Arathanir sent you to us, Melon. They are much to be done in this drowned land, for we are beset with many troubles. Many troubles indeed. Alright, so let's see what these... Now, personally, I've never been a fan of the Drownholt, which means that even though they're beset by many troubles...
Mind my words, traveler.
Yeah. And I just can't bring myself to do the Drownholt. Right, let's see. What I really want to do is to head down here and find those dwarves. That's our main purpose. Now, coming down all the way down here and tagging them is not necessarily the most optimal way of doing it, because they bring you way down here, and the place where you need to go for the dwarves is down here. So we have to go all the way through the main part of the Drownholt as a result of my deciding to do the route that way. So it's not the wisest course of action, especially when you go by this area here, which saps your power, slows you down, all sorts of nasty stuff. And in fact, this is why I don't like questing in the Drownholt, is because of this area that saps your power. So See my power is. Well, fortunately I'm not in combat, so therefore power is like going down, ticking up, ticking down, ticking up, ticking down, ticking up. But I guess it could be worse. I guess it could be constantly ticking down. Alright, all the way through here. And I've got to find 2 dwarves that are lost here in the swamp. And as you can see, it's a long trek through swamp cats. Yes. Just in case you thought that there was a possibility that I would somehow get by without running into one of these. I mean, you can't get to this Drownholt without running into swamp cats. They are everywhere. The only surprise I have is that I haven't run into more of them already. And if I had to run next to one of them, it would be the bog crawlers, since they at least threaten before they attack. Oh, good grief. He goes through all that trouble chasing me, then as soon as I decide to stop and fight him, he says, nah, never mind. Elf doesn't taste good. Alright, now to find these dwarves. Here, dwarfy, dwarfy, dwarfy. Wait, did I go too far? Oh no, I'm in the... I think I'm in the right area now. Ah, here's a... No, that's the tricky thing in this area. You've got all these lights from the Nimrafen, and you got these lights from the bugs, and it's hard to tell, okay, is that the light or is that the quest ring? Another reason to dislike this location. So now, where is that dwarf? Ah, here's a dwarf! Yay, we found him! Not. Oh well. And just in case you thought that the Drownholt isn't annoying enough, of course you've got all these illusions, which is what I am presuming is kills people around here, going into illusions that lead you astray, or the lights of the bugs leading you astray perhaps. And I presume that's what killed Radier, is something because he was talking about seeing stuff before he died. And now I'm being turned south for some reason. And I'm pretty sure there should be a dwarf around here somewhere. Hey, dwarf! Oh, dwarfy! Why don't I see them anywhere? Ah, there's one right here. Good. I don't want to be spending all day looking for lost dwarves. Oh, I remember little. How did they get here? I returned to camp at once. See? The dwarves are being led astray also, apparently. Alright, so now we have to come back up. Hey, 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 hey! I'm looking for dwarves, not for battles with cats. Did you know that? Oh, be quiet. Be quiet, be quiet. Fine. There, now you're quiet. See? See how easy it is? Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Looking for lost dwarves. So there's a second dwarf around here. That... Boy! That's the problem is... Rule number 1, please, don't go into a cat-infested swamp at night. Like I say, right. Cats, night. Good vision. Humans, night. Bad vision. Especially in dark, foggy forest. Like this. Where I can't. Actually, I'm supposed to be an elf, not human. So therefore, I would think that elves would have better night vision than humans. So I guess we do have that. Now, is that a dwarf or is that the fake dwarf? Oh, that's a completely different quest giver. No, is he? Oh no, that's the real dwarf. Oh, what? Oh, what happened? Friend? Oh, I'll return to camp at once. Never mind, that is the real one. Okay, so that we found the dwarves. Yay! And I think I'll take their advice and return to camp. Because this place is nasty. Not a fun place to be. And I got a bog crawler threatening to attack me. Nah. Alright, let's get back in here. I'll do my quests in this area rather than in that stupid, fetid swamp.
This place fills me with uneasiness.
Anyway, if Turbine's goal was to make you hate that swamp, which, considering what they do with you during the epic showing you how bad a swamp it is, if that was their goal, then I think they have succeeded with honor. Yes, that's right. Rosar and Steger were just here, Pinestone, and they had the strangest stories to tell. Each of them reported seeing familiar faces among the tangled brushes and briars and hearing voices on the wind. But when they approached, filled with amazement to see lost friends in such a place, there was no sign of anyone. But lo, further ahead, an encouraging wave and a smile. This place fills me with unease. Thank you for rescuing my brethren. Without your aid, I fear we would have 2 fewer greyhammers in the world come sundown. If sundown ever truly leaves this grim wood. Broin is in the cellar. Tell him of my brothers and are safe, and ask him too. If the elves have come to an agreement on how to proceed, the sooner we move on from this place, the happier the greyhammers will be. All right. Now, let us talk about this.
Stay a moment.
Next time, we will look at a peculiar tomb and take care of some wolves and spiders. After which, we can worry about going to Broin and finding out if the elves have made a decision. But that's all in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Rune-keeper.